Hello? Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good afternoon to you all. So if we'll all take our seats, please. So parents, family, friends, and supporters, on behalf of Holy Trinity Catholic High School, I welcome you to the 2025 graduation. You have much to be proud of, and your presence here today means a great deal to the fortunate young adults who are here to be acknowledged for their many years of hard work and dedication. My name is Jerome McGregor, and I am the chaplain at Holy Trinity High School, and I will be your MC for today's events. So your guide through the roller coaster of memories, caps, crowns, and more awkward photos than you would like to admit. So essentially, my job here is to talk to you, and your job is to listen. But if you finish first, please let me know. All right, I have a few things to tell you before you stop listening. All right. So today's program is on the QR code, which you will find on your tickets that you have. And if you were born before the year 1980, please ask a young person to do this for you. All right, and then you'll be able to follow along and see what's coming. Now, we are on a somewhat tight timeline because there'll be another school coming in after us for their grad. So we have to keep on schedule, and then we have to get out. Unless, of course, you want to hang around for their grad. Therefore, we're asking you to hold your applause to the end of the ceremony, and I say that every year, and no one ever does. Then we will clap and shout for joy. So thank you for your participation and your understanding with this. Pictures. As you can see, we do not have a lot of room, so we cannot have anyone in the aisles attempting to get that perfect photo op. So please take pictures from your seat, and if your graduate wins an award, they will have their picture taken with it off stage. We also have something set up in the foyer for pictures that you can see, a nice place. You may notice how lovely our stage is, and I would like to give a special recognition to Bradford Greenhouses for their donation of the floor bouquets you see. So we thank them. They have supported us so much throughout the years, and we are very appreciative. So thank you, Bradford Greenhouses. I'm sure there's plenty of employees here right now, so thank you very much. We also like to acknowledge the Parent Council who supplied the beautiful keychains that each graduate will get in a gift box after the end. So thank you to the Parent Council. And then one last shout out to Evelyn Silva, who is one of our graduates who designed the tickets and programs for today's ceremony. So the order of events will be, the staff will be coming out and followed by the students. So when the students are going to enter, I'll ask you to stand. And once they are in place, we will continue to stand for O Canada. And then the opening prayer, which will be delivered by our special guest, Father John Pack, who is the pastor of our very own Holy Martyrs of Japan parish. On the program, if you figured out how to open it, you will see the names of the honored guests that will be delivering messages to our graduates, and I will introduce them as they appear. So on behalf of our acting principal, Miss Melissa Hunter, the school staff, teachers, and of course, the graduating class of 2025, would you please now stand? I would ask you to please remain standing, and would graduates please stand for the playing of O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command.
Car ton bras sait porter l'épée, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits.
God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I'd like to call upon Father John Pack to lead us in our opening prayer.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we gather to celebrate the graduation of Holy Trinity High School's class of 2025, let us open our hearts in gratitude and prayer, seeking God's blessing upon all present, especially our graduates. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, Amen. Graduates, please stand and bow your heads to receive God's blessing. Blessed are you, God of all ages, our refuge and dwelling place through every generation. On this day of celebration, we rejoice in the marvelous work you have begun in our graduates, trusting in your faithfulness to bring it to completion. We humbly seek your abundant blessing upon them. May the God of all creation, who has lovingly numbered our days, bestow his favor upon you and lead you from strength to strength. May the God of wisdom, who sent prophets to guide us, kindle integrity within you. May he empower you to speak the truth with love, pursue justice, and act with discernment in all you do. May the God of compassion, whose love is perfected when we love one another, inspire you to seek the common good, forgive generously, and live with kindness and generosity towards all. May the God of salvation, whose mercy is boundless and patience unending, keep you safe from harm, be your refuge in times of trouble, and grant you peace and wholeness. May the God of understanding bring meaning and purpose to your journey. May he illuminate your path, fill your encounters with joy, and grant you wisdom and courage to follow his will. May the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, guard your hearts and minds, calm your fears, and sustain you with hope. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he let his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he turn his countenance towards you and grant you peace. And may the blessing of God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit be with you now and always. Amen. On behalf of the clergy, staff, and parishioners of Holy Mother of Japan Parish in Bradford, I offer our heartfelt congratulations and best wishes to our graduates. Congratulations.
Thank you, Father. It's always an honor and a privilege that you come to join us today. So you may now have a seat. We have some honored guests here today, and they're going to be delivering a few messages. But of course, before all that, what would a message be delivered without a dad joke? Okay, here we go. What's the best time to go to the dentist? Tooth hurty. Okay, there you go. And on that note, that wonderful note, I would really like to introduce now our Director of Education, Frances Bagley, to come on up and deliver some words of wisdom. So please join me in.
Good afternoon, everyone, graduates, families, and staff. Thank you for inviting me to speak at your graduation ceremony today. I'm so happy to be here and share a few words of wisdom as you step out into the world to pursue post-secondary education, begin a new job, or simply take the next step in the journey that God has planned for you. While we are here to celebrate your graduation, I want to draw a comparison today to music. More specifically, your playlist, the playlist of your life. Each of you has a soundtrack that tells your story. The songs that bring back memories of childhood road trips, the ones that you got through late night study sessions, and maybe even the one track you've heard way too many times on TikTok. Your soundtrack probably includes songs that motivated you for a big event, songs that comforted you when things didn't go as planned, and songs that remind you of the special people in your life, your family, your friends, a teacher, a coach who believed in you along the way. And perhaps in some quiet way, God was there with you, in the background, guiding the rhythm and whispering the lyrics of hope and grace. High school in itself is like a playlist, 4 years long, each one with a different rhythm. Some playlists, tracks were upbeat, the friends you made, the teachers who believed in you, the days you felt unstoppable. Others were slow or bittersweet, the challenges, the changes, the goodbyes you didn't expect. But each one mattered. Each one added something unique to your story. Graduation is like the end of your playlist, maybe even a greatest hits collection for you through the past 4 years. But the best part? Tomorrow. You get to start a whole new playlist. You get to choose the songs, the pace, and the tone. You're the DJ now, but know that you're not creating this alone. God is with you in every beat and pause, offering you grace, purpose, and love. There will be days when the music is loud and joyful, and days when it's quieter, and you're not sure what that next playlist will sound like. That's okay. Trust it. Keep listening, keep adding, and when the volume dips, remember who you are and how far you have come in your journey. So go out there and make your life a masterpiece of sound. May your playlist be full of courage, love, faith, and discovery. Congratulations, graduates of 2025. Turn up the volume. It's your time.
Thank you, Ms. Bagley, for those words of wisdom. How do tacos pray? Let us pray. And on that note, we're going to call upon Joanne Gallo, who will be delivering, who is the CSSCC chair. Please welcome her.
Good afternoon, Director Bagley, Ms. Hunter, dignitaries, parents, and our graduating class of 2025. I have been blessed to be a part of this special school full of special people. Ms. Hunter, thank you for all your hard work this year. You have been truly amazing. Director Bagley, Director Bagley, congratulations on your retirement. It has been a true privilege to have met and worked with you. You have been a true inspiration. Enjoy your retirement. As the chair of Holy Trinity's Parent Council, I am honored to be here this afternoon to celebrate this big milestone in your lives, graduation. This day is all about you. As we celebrate your high school graduation, we watch in amazement at the inspiring, compassionate, resilient young men and women you have all become. Keep developing your passion and igniting your dreams. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and growth. Graduates, this is your day. As we gather to celebrate your achievements, it's important to reflect on the journey that brought you here and the path that lies ahead. Throughout your time at Holy Trinity, you have faced challenges, celebrated victories, and created memories that will last a lifetime. Each lesson learned and each obstacle overcome has shaped you into the person you are today. Graduation is not just an end, but a beginning. It is a launch pad for your future filled with infinite possibilities. Remember that success is not a destination, but a journey. It is a series of steps, often small and sometimes uncertain, that lead to meaningful accomplishments. Embrace the unknown, take risks, and do not fear failure. Failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of it. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. As you move forward, stay curious. Never stop learning. The world is constantly evolving, and so should you. Pursue your passions with vigor and let your curiosity guide you to new heights. Your education has given you the tools to think critically and adapt, but it is your passion and curiosity that will drive innovation and change. Furthermore, cherish the relationships you have built. The connections you have made here are invaluable. As you step into the next chapter of your life, remember to nurture these relationships and build new ones. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and support you. In the words of Dr. Seuss, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. Believe in your abilities, trust in your journey, and have the courage to follow your dreams. The future is yours. Go out and make a difference. Congratulations, class of 2025. May God bless you always. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gallo. I'm going to call upon now Mr. James Leduc, the Mayor of Bradford. Please welcome him.
Good afternoon, educators, parents, family members, and of course, graduates. For those whom I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, my name is James Leduc. I'm the mayor of the town of Bradford-Scomburi. I'm honored to be here to celebrate with each of you this afternoon. Today marks a significant milestone in your lives, one that is a testament to your hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Throughout your journey, I have no doubt that you have faced challenges, but you've also learned setbacks are opportunities for growth. Setbacks are what makes us resilient, and that resilience is what brought you to this moment. This moment is more than just a diploma in hand. It's about steps you'll take in the next chapter of your lives. It's about taking a leap of faith and pursuing the dreams, the ideas, and the hopes you have had for yourself. It's about believing in your own strength and taking a moment to remember that each of you has the power to make a positive and lasting impact. Your actions, both big and small, can shape the future of our community and beyond. Now is the time to dream boldly, to bet on yourself, and remember to never underestimate your ability to affect change and inspire others. Look around at the individuals you are surrounded by. Whether it's a friend you have had for years, someone you played on a basketball team with, or someone you met when you joined the student council, whether you notice it or not, you've inspired each other in one way or another. Look around at the teachers you sit amongst. They have been your cheerleaders and your motivators, wanting nothing more than your success. Malcolm X once said, "Education is a passport to the future, for today belongs to the people who prepare for it today." Thank you to the wonderful educational staff here at Holy Trinity for your commitment to preparing these young adults over the past 4 years and for instilling the skills of perseverance, hard work, and compassion into future leaders. You have given each of these graduates the passport to success, and with that in hand, they can be everything and anything they have dreamt they would be. To the class of 2025, as you leave this graduation ceremony, carry with you the lessons you've learned, the friendships you've forged, and the dreams that fuel your aspirations. On behalf of the town of Bradford-Gwillimbury, community members, myself, and fellow council members, congratulations on your tremendous achievements. We are incredibly proud of all of you for reaching this milestone in your educational journey. And no matter where life takes you over the next few years, I hope many of you consider coming back home and building your future right here in BWG. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Leduc, for those words. I have some other words of wisdom from Psalm 23. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I remind myself that you can't always trust Google Maps. And now I'd like to call upon our MP from York Simcoe, Mr. Scott Davison.
Bradford, West Gwillimbury, the Tigers, let's light it up here. Heads, congratulations. Unbelievable. And congratulations on getting through the easiest part of your life. You know, many years ago, I sat in a chair, much like you, a very uncomfortable chair like this, wearing a gown not so different than the ones you're wearing now. And I had more questions than answers. I didn't know then the trajectory my life would take, and that it would even see me here standing before you today. But in the coming days, you will hear a lot of cliches as you look ahead at your future. In my role as being your member of parliament, my own personal priority has always been authentic to who I am. And that can be tough sometimes, because sometimes, you know, you just gotta go off script, right? That's what I say in life. And there's always that tiny voice saying to me, Scott, don't do it. Stay on script. But sometimes you gotta overcome that voice. You gotta have the courage. So you know what? I need the graduating class to stand up. Everyone stand up. I'm gonna teach you a couple life lessons that I've learned. We're going to do the superhero pose. Okay? The Superman pose first. You're in. Put your hands on your hips like this. If you want to do the Wonder Woman pose, just give your head a little turn. And that is called the superhero pose. And why does that matter to everyone here today? Because each and every one of you is a superhero. And think of all the different superheroes we have. There's all kinds of them. And the point of being a superhero in life is giving away the special qualities that each and every one of you have. Each and every one of you have earned this. Giving that special quality away, being kind to someone, putting a smile on someone's face, helping a friend. And you know, standing here looking at everyone today, another thing that I've learned in life is, you know what it is? if you try and fit in, you'll never stand out. And that is the point of the superhero pose. So I won't keep you standing. We need a quick break to stand up. Parents, give them a round of applause. Unbelievable. Right here. So everyone can sit down now, and I finish up. I won't be that much longer. See, there's one other thing I've learned in life. You know what it is? There's only one thing that's free. Enthusiasm is free every day. And you know what? I want to encourage each and every one of you to follow your own dreams. And I know you're out there, some of you thinking, Scott, I don't know what my dream is. And that's actually a good thing. I still don't even know what I want to do. Unbelievable, eh? But you got to discover what that dream is. Each day, each week, each month, explore what makes you happy, what fulfills you. Write it down. Make a note and reflect on those things that challenged you, that changed you in your life. And take one step towards those things. Because if you don't take a step forward, you will always be standing in the same place. It takes courage to step into the greatest story of your time, which is your story. You have that courage. You've all made it this far. So for now, take time to celebrate with your family and friends, enjoy your accomplishments, and look ahead with enthusiasm. Because like I said, enthusiasm is free. God bless the men and women of the Canadian Armed Forces. God bless our first responders. And God bless Canada. Thanks. Have a great day. Congratulations, Tigers.
Thank you, Mr. Davison, for your enthusiasm and sharing it with us. Well, I have some words of wisdom to take with you and your future endeavors. Maybe you haven't learned this yet, I don't know. But the only way to spell incorrectly, correctly, is to spell it incorrectly. There you go, words of wisdom for you now. So we are now going to watch a quick message on video from Carolyn Mulroney, the MPP from York Simcoe. So please draw your attention.
Today, it is my honor to extend my heartfelt congratulations to every member of York Simcoe's 2025 graduating class. As your member of Provincial Parliament, I am so proud to represent this incredible community. Each of you have worked so hard over these past 4 years. Your dedication and discipline to your studies have brought you to this moment. As you get ready to embark on a new chapter, I want you to remember that you already have all the ingredients that you need to achieve your dreams. All I ask is that when you think of the future, you dream big, because you can do anything that you put your mind to. And to the parents, educators, and loved ones who have supported these incredible young people, thank you. It is because of your support that our children can live and work in the best country in the world, Canada. To those graduating today, remember that you have made your parents, teachers, and your entire community proud. And I hope that you are proud of yourself too. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Wonderful. All right, please welcome the person who's been the captain of this ship, keeping us afloat through storms of homework and late night cramming, the one, the only, our fearless principal, Miss Melissa Hunter. Let's give a big round of applause.
Good afternoon, graduates, families, friends, dignitaries, Miss Bagley, everybody. So welcome. Today we are gathered to celebrate not an ending, but rather a beginning. Class of 2025, you arrived at Holy Trinity as young people, filled with curiosity, filled with questions, and today you leave as young adults with purpose and bursting with knowledge. You've weathered challenges, grown in faith, and supported one another like a true community rooted in Christ. As I look out on all of you today, I'm reminded of the moments that you have shared together here. I think of the pride that you felt when the athletes returned from OFSA, a testament to your support for your classmates. I remember the energy and determination that led you to claim the Spirit Cup from those grade 9s. So a moment that showed just how strong your school spirit truly is. I watched you celebrate at prom under the stars, marking an end to one chapter and the beginning of another with joy and elegance. And perhaps most importantly, I've seen the quieter moments, the connections that you made in the classrooms, the friendships that grew over shared challenges and laughter, and the support that you gave one another along the way. These experiences have shaped not just your high school journey, but the remarkable people that you have become. Class of 2025, I know that your journey to this point has not been easy. And that's what makes today so special and meaningful. You've worked incredibly hard. You've shown resilience in the face of change, and you've shown perseverance in moments of doubt. You didn't do it alone. Your teachers have been with you and helped you grow. Your EAs stood by you with care and patience, and your families have cheered you on every step of the way. So let's take a moment to honor the people in your corner. And while I know that today is all about you, without them, your path here wouldn't have been the same. So when you go home tonight, graduates, give your families a hug, say thank you. And I also want to personally thank all the students who have gone out of their way to be kind and caring and thoughtful. As you know, this was my first year in the role as acting principal, and your kindness has not gone unnoticed, so thank you. In a world that moves, thank you, often too fast, in a world that demands perfection, I encourage you to pause, just breathe and be still, and remember who you are. You're more than a grade or a title or a number of likes. You are a child of God, gifted with so much potential, and called to live a life of compassion, courage, and truth. So as you step into the world, you will face uncertainty, but don't fear it, embrace it. It's that space between knowing and not knowing where learning and growth truly does happen. So trust in your foundation, lean on your values. When the path is unclear, just remember that light always finds a way through. So class of 2025, I urge you to go boldly, to dream bigger than what's comfortable, serve when it's inconvenient, and love without limits. Holy Trinity will always be your home, and we, as staff, couldn't be prouder of who you are and how far that you've become. So graduating class, congratulations, and good luck today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hunter, for always knocking it out of the park. And she did that all year, that's for sure. All right, wipe those tears from your eyes. It's either because you're inspired or you just realize summer vacation is here. But next we have the presentation of the diplomas.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Before we begin presenting our graduating class with their diplomas, I would like to direct families and friends to your tickets. where you can scan the QR code to access our online program. The program has all of the descriptions of the various awards we will be giving out this afternoon. Students who have achieved the highest academic standing in the course will receive an award. Specialty awards are given to students who have been exemplary in a variety of endeavors throughout their high school careers, whether that be their academic achievements, Catholic values, community involvement, or the pursuit of their post-secondary pathways. Specific descriptions of these awards can be found in our program. School letters are awarded to students who have contributed to academics, athletics, co-curricular, and our Catholic community. Students who have completed the A2 or B1 level French exams will also receive a certificate from the Ministry of Education in France. And so we begin. Chabao Huen. Megan Abiog, Ontario Scholar. Megan is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music, and Art Red Seal Diploma. I'd also like to call to the stage Rita Hunt to present the CWL Holy Martyrs of Japan University College Religion Award. Megan also receives the Bradford Orthodontics Outstanding Award for College. Megan also receives the school letter. Nisi Adai Sarko. AJ Agresti, Ontario Scholar. I'd like to call to the stage Justin Dykey to present the Bradford Jewelry by Peter Dykey Spirit Award. AJ also receives the Edge Imaging Healthy Active Living Award.
Congratulations.
Rachel Agustwajaya, Ontario Scholar. Halaya Akinlade. Ava Alcade. Ava is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music, and Art Red Seal Diploma. AJ Alice Canars, Ontario Scholar. AJ is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music, and Art Red Seal Diploma. Jaden Almeida. Wilhelm Anderson Fairbrother. Wilhelm is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Valentin Ndonke Moskovchenko. Natasha Anthony Pillai. Natasha is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Sierra Antonio. Sierra is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Nora Oshana. Gideon Apia. Arajo. Lana is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Sean Arboleda. Sean is an Ontario Scholar and is a recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. He also receives the Be Well Chiropractic Fitness and Weight Training Award. Mary Argalius, Ontario Scholar. Mary is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Adrian Artuso, Ontario Scholar. Mirab Azim. Lydia Aziz, Ontario Scholar. Lydia is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. Matthew Ball, Ontario Scholar. Matthew is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Ashley Berrigan, Ontario Scholar. Ashley is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She was successful on the A2 DELF exam. She also receives the Holy Trinity Catholic High School Athletic Council Award. Luke Barrera, Ontario Scholar. Luke is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. He also receives the Edge Imaging Large Group Activities Award and the Trinity Cup Soccer Award for a male student. Solange Batilana, Ontario Scholar. Solange is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Daniela Bazan, Ontario Scholar. Daniela is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. Petra Beltecki. Emily Bernardi, Ontario Scholar. Dylan Betancourt, Ontario Scholar. Madison Betancourt, Ontario Scholar. I'd like to call to the stage Neil McNaughton to present the St. John's Presbyterian Church Acts of Service Award to Madison. Adriana Boham, Ontario Scholar. Adriana is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Bianca Botas. Bianca is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. Brooke Brunette, Ontario Scholar. Brooke also receives the school letter. Charlie Brunette. Jackson Brunette. Jeffrey Buwan. Jasper Buwan. Sophia Buckle. Sophia is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. Lucas Cabral, Ontario Scholar. Devin Kai. Devin is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Dominic Calabrese. Mateo Cardile. Vanessa Cardoso. Nicholas Carnoval. Kiefer Carter. Esteban Casal. Ashley Casareno. Dane Chambers. Gabriel Chavez Day, Ontario Scholar. Rihanna Klur. Sierra Camiso. Cameron Compton. Maria Costa. Drea Correa. Katerina Sievchovich, Ontario Scholar. Katerina is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Marco DeLelo, Ontario Scholar. Sebastian D'Alessandro, Ontario Scholar. Sebastian receives the Tompkins Fan Math Calculus and Vectors Awards, the VINS Plastics Advanced Function Award, the Edge Imaging University Physics Award, the Matwood Holmes University Chemistry Award, and the Holy Martyrs of Japan Christian Witness Award. Simona D'Andrea, Ontario Scholar. Simona receives the Victoria Bork Beauty Boutique Hairstyling and Aesthetics Award. I'd like to call to the stage Rebecca DeVries to present her with the Skilled Trades Bursary. Anthony De Silva. Melissa De Silva, Ontario Scholar. Melissa is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. She also receives the Realities No Frills Co-op Award. Nicole De Silva. Noah De Silva, Ontario Scholar. Brooklyn Daly. Alicia Dantis. Alicia is the recipient of Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Joshua DeFreitas, Ontario Scholar. Joshua is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. Cristiano Dessa. Alexis Dekteriov, Ontario Scholar. She's the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. She's also receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies and was successful on the A2 DELF exam. Isabella Delgasso. Isabella DeLello. Cassandra D. Trolio. Andy Dine. Hugh Din. Hugh is the Ontario Scholar. He is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. He also receives the Doug and Perrette Osborne Scholarship. Nathaniel Domaclong. Mateo Dominguez, Ontario Scholar. Joshua Donkin, Ontario Scholar. Reagan Dunford, Ontario Scholar. Francesca Alamad. Timothy Elenovich. Adrian Almazi. Lucas Diaz. Ontario Scholar. Lucas is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. He also receives the Bradford West Gwillimbury Volunteer Firefighters Association Award. Stella Eshat, Ontario Scholar. Stella is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. Sebastian Fahila, Ontario Scholar. Aiden Falcone. Andrew Farah. Andrew receives the Simcoe Muskoka Catholic District School Board Dual Credit Graduation Award. Ryan Fever.
Thank you.
Brendan Fernandez, Ontario Scholar. Brendan is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. He was successful on the B1 DELF exam. He also receives the Piano Music Studio Award for Music, the Bradford Orthodontics Outstanding Student Award University, and the School Letter. Elizabeth Fides, Ontario Scholar. Elizabeth is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She was successful on the A2 DELF exam. Emilio Flamenco. Brianna Fregaro, Ontario Scholar. Emma Francisco, Ontario Scholar. Emma is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She was successful on the A2 DELF exam. Hope Franklin. Hope receives the Dr. Leanne Ng Scholarship. Nathan Franklin, Ontario Scholar. Nathan is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Joseph Franz. Anderson Fraser, Ontario Scholar. Kiara Fuda. Kiara is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She was successful on the A2 DELF exam. Marcelo Gabriel. Manuel Gonwa, Ontario Scholar. Julia Gervasi. I'd like to call to the stage Adam Alicia to present Julia with the Alicia Family Business Entrepreneurship Award. And I'd also like to call to the stage Donna Katz and Tiffany Tyrell Shand to present an award from the Bradford Board of Trade for Certificate of Achievement. Julian Gill, Ontario Scholar. Julian is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. He is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. He was successful on the A2 DELF exam. Lital Greenberg, Ontario Scholar. Hannah Gutierrez Garcia, Ontario Scholar. Hannah is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Alejandro Gutierrez. Audrey Hall, Ontario Scholar. Violet Hamilton, Ontario Scholar. Halen Hartfield, Ontario Scholar. I'd like to call to the stage Justin Dykey to present the Bradford Jewelry by Peter Dykey Spirit Award. She also receives the Holy Trinity Catholic High School Student Council Award and the school letter. Maximus Hausman. Ryan Hecking. Jael Hernandez. Diego Herrera Oeda. Ontario Scholar. Vanessa Hunter. Vanessa is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Fabian Ikpamosa, Ontario Scholar. Paulo Emenio. Roham Inalu. Demiama Irby, Ontario Scholar. Maria Irene. Rita Aisha, Ontario Scholar. Michael Jahinsha, Ontario Scholar. Michael also is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. He was successful on the A2 DELF exam. Angel Yakutz. Chris Jimenez Gutierrez, Ontario Scholar. Chris is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. Myrna Jurges. Adrian Joseph. Leandro Junquera. Caleb Kamara. Madison Curie, Ontario Scholar. Madison is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Kai Kellen, Ontario Scholar. Kai receives the Maria Gennaro Alumni Award and the School Letter. Zainab Hali Kiar. Desmond Kamai, Ontario Scholar. Soren Kirivais, Ontario Scholar. Madison Clement. Madison is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Danelle Kalu, Ontario Scholar. Danelle is the recipient of the BINS Plastics Accounting Award and the Holy Trinity Catholic High School Attendance Award. Sophia Kuznetsova. Sophia is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Nina Andrea Lansangan, Ontario Scholar. Nina Andrea is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Lucas Lorenza, Ontario Scholar. Sabrina Lascano, Ontario Scholar. She's the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Sabrina is also the award like to call to the stage Adam Alicia to present Roma the Alicia Family Fire Safety and Protection Award. Daniela Laurel. Daniela is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. She's also receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. Gavin Lee. Gavin is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Leanna Logan. Leanna is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. I'd like to call to the stage Rita Hunt to present the CWL Holy Martyrs of Japan Open Religion Award. Angelo Lamoro. Sierra Long. Julia Lontini. Julia is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Sophia Luongo. Alicia Macaron, Ontario Scholar. Alicia receives the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 521 Philosophy Award. Farah Manolfi, Ontario Scholar. Farah is the recipient of the Environmental Red Seal Diploma. She's also receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She was successful on the A2 DELF exam. Avery Maloney. Avery is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Isabella Marchioni. Isabella is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Jaden Morella, Ontario Scholar. Gloria Martinera, Ontario Scholar. Madison Mason. Madison receives the Summerlin Dental Most Improved Student Award. Mateo Mastromonaco, Ontario Scholar. Mateo receives the Bradford Lions George Jackson History Award. Kayla Matcham, Ontario Scholar. Kayla is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. She also receives the Edge Imaging Communications Technology Award. Kevin Mazumdar, Ontario Scholar. Kevin is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Christian Mazzoni and Dino. Yeah, Christian! Griffin McCauley. Griffin is an Ontario Scholar. He also receives the Town of Bradford Valedictorian Award and the school letter. He also receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. Victoria Macbeth, Ontario Scholar. I'd like to call to the stage Justin Dykey to present the Bradford Jewelry by Peter Dykey Spirit Award. She's also receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She was successful on the A2 DELF exam. Victoria also receives the Holy Trinity Catholic High School Student Council Award and the school letter. Rylan McKnight. Rylan is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She was successful on the A2 DELF exam. Daryl Medina, Ontario Scholar. Lupe Mahia, Ontario Scholar. Lupe receives the Bradford Lions Workplace English Award. I'd like to call to the stage Neil McNaughton to present Lupe with the St. John's Presbyterian Church Acts of Service Award. Owen Mahia. Owen is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. Alexander Mello. Anthony Mello, Ontario Scholar. Leon Mello, Ontario Scholar. Leon is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Diego Marino. Mackenzie Miller, Ontario Scholar. Mackenzie is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Dante Miola. Logan Moser. Benicio Murillo, Ontario Scholar. Alyssa Nagy, Ontario Scholar. Caitlin Neves, Ontario Scholar. I'd like to call to the stage Mike Harfield to present the OECTA Education Award. Luca Neves. Luca is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Kayla Lian. Kayla receives the Summerlin Dental College Chemistry Award, the Squarchuck Funeral Home College Math Award, and the Bradford Lions College Prep Award. Gabriella Nicolau. Gabriella is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Christopher O'Bailey. Omatoni Oladejo. Lucas Oliveira. Israel Olumi Lua. Sabrina Omari. Sabrina is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She also receives the school letter. Jamesley Ordonez. Daniel Osei. Daniel is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Terrence Otto, Ontario Scholar. Matthew Orique. Christian Pacheco, Ontario Scholar. I'd like to call to the stage Mike Harfield to present Christian with the Skilled Trades Bursary. Sienna Pacheco. Sienna is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Alfredson Kadar. Alfredson is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Ava Palazzo, Ontario Scholar. Ava is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. She also receives the school letter. Quincy Palmer, Ontario Scholar. Quincy receives the Dr. Dewey Dentistry University Biology Award and the IODE University Prep Award. Antonio Palomet. Antonio is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Genevieve Paris Cavopoulos, Ontario Scholar. Genevieve is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She was successful on the A2 DELF exam. Anthony Parucha. Nico Pasquantonio, Ontario Scholar. Nico is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music, and Art Red Seal Diploma. Lucas Petreo. Caleb Casafume. Louis Petreo, Ontario Scholar. Nicole Pedota. Nicole is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Caitlin Herrera. Caitlin is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Julia Pethick. Ontario Scholar. Julia receives the Holy Trinity Athletic Council Award, the school letter, the Bradford Knights of Columbus Faith, Hope, and Charity Award, Holy Martyrs of Japan Christian Witness Award, and the CEFO Catholic Student Award. Joey Pinzaromeo. Joey is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Paul Petrus. Abishan Prabhakaran. Emma Primorak. Kayla Primorak. Janaya Price, Ontario Scholar. Janaya is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She also receives the Danube Seniors Leisure Center Healthcare Award. Cassandra Pantillo, Ontario Scholar. Naomi Ramos. Austin Rigo. Ontario Scholar. Ryan receives the Bradford Lions Data Management Award. Elijah Rendine. Sergey Respublikansky. Isaiah Rivera. Alyssa Rogers. Alicia Roja. Alicia is an Ontario Scholar and is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. Giuseppe Roti. Quinn Russell, Ontario Scholar. Arten Saberi, Ontario Scholar. Arten receives the Matwood Holmes University Chemistry Award and the Bobala Lawn Care Business Leadership Award.
Thank you.
Soraya Saka. Soraya is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. She also receives the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 521 College English Award. Serena Santagata. Giancarlo Santos. Luxon Sethi-Serger, Ontario Scholar. James Saba, Ontario Scholar. James is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Winter Scott. Autumn Sellers, Ontario Scholar. Mariam Shamon, Ontario Scholar. Daniela Shear. Dustin Shetler, Ontario Scholar. Evelyn Silva, Ontario Scholar. Evelyn is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. She receives the Linda's Floral Design Fine Arts Award, the Salmon Family Volunteer Award. Susanna Silva. Susanna receives the Edge Imaging World of Fashion Award, and she is an Ontario Scholar. Ava Singson, Ontario Scholar. Ava is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She was successful on the A2 DELF exam. Emma Sostarik, Ontario Scholar. Adrian Stanchu. Adrian is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. Daniela Suleiman. Joshua Svirkov. Joshua is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. Kaylee Taylor, Ontario Scholar. Kaylee receives the Summerlin Dental Perseverance Award. Kyra Taylor, Ontario Scholar. Kyra is receiving a French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. She was successful on the B1 DELF exam. She also receives the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 521 French Award and the Edge Imaging Human Growth and Development Award. I'd also like to call to the stage Justin Dykey to present the Bradford Jewelry by Peter Dykey Peer Ministry Through Leadership Award to Kyra. Lauren T. Alexander Toma, Ontario Scholar. Alexander is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Angelina Toma. Miriam Toma, Ontario Scholar. Vincent Tran, Ontario Scholar. Vincent is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. I'd like to call to the stage Marco Diaz to present to Vincent the Eagle Leadership Award. He also receives the Georgian Bay Hot Touch Health and Wellness Award and the school letter. Ariana Tulipano, Ontario Scholar. Ariana is the recipient of the Technology, Drama, Music and Art Red Seal Diploma. Mario Ubriaco, Ontario Scholar. Mario receives the Maratonia Construction Woodworking Technology Award. He also receives the Sabari Orthodontics Character Recognition Award. Massimiliano Urdanigo Taipei. Luca Venditti, Ontario Scholar. Mariah Ventura. Jacob Victoria. Chloe Viveros. Scarlett Zanet. Maya Zalata. Maya is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Michael Zini, Ontario Scholar. Michael receives the Diana Rifford Law Award, the Bradford Lions University English Award, and the Danube Seniors Leisure Center Introductory to Kinesiology Award. Konstantin Zolotarov. Sonia Zuka. Sonia is the recipient of the Health and Wellness Red Seal Diploma. Amy Zaninga. Amy is receiving the French certificate after completing 4 years of French studies. Congratulations to all of our graduates. At this time, I'd like to call to the stage Mrs. Mayoral Rodriguez. We would like to acknowledge a few more students who will be honored with some very special awards. We are pleased to offer the Joseph A. Rodriguez Memorial Award for the Trades on behalf of Joe Rodriguez's family to a deserving graduate whose post-secondary pathway will be in the field of the trades. Joe was one of the first students to register at Holy Trinity when the principal, Mr. Carl Cadera, came to St. Charles and was one of the first graduates in 1989. He was a project manager with Blue Star Construction for 10 years. He was a skilled tradesman in construction and was often the one they gave the most difficult jobs to. When he passed away, everyone said the same thing. They wouldn't be where they were if it wasn't for Joe. His family, along with his colleagues at Blue Star Construction, created this award so Joe would be a part of someone's story and his legacy would continue. I'd like to call upon Joe's wife, Mayoral, also a graduate of Holy Trinity, to present this award to Angelo Lamoral. For this next award, I'd like to call upon Mrs. Tompkins and Mr. Nitty to present.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to our graduating class of 2025. Mr. Nitty and I feel so honored to once again be presenting the Heart of the Hero Award. This award honors the memory of Brian Collier, a former student who served in Afghanistan and was killed in the line of duty. Brian and I grew up together. This award is so significant because it helps endure the legacy of Brian's courage. Every year, our staff nominates and selects the recipient for this award. I couldn't help but chuckle when one teacher so perfectly contributed that she watched this particular student transform from a good-natured septic tank agitator in grade 9 to a good-natured top student and all-around great person. This was Brian in a nutshell, actually, a very young, good-natured agitator who matured into a true hero, selfless and brave.
I had the joy of teaching this student in grade 9. My fondest memory was watching him attempt to roll up a cable roll in the Comtech room. During the cable roll test, all I could hear was this person saying to himself, "You're crushing this, you got this, and oh yeah, this is my best one yet." Only to be presented with cables that looked like a bird's nest rather than a perfectly coiled sausage roll. Needless to say, that wasn't his expertise. I can comment on what his expertise is: his ability to socialize, grow personally and academically, and overcome obstacles. Following a tragic incident leading up to his grade 10 year, there was certainly a shift in behavior demonstrating the power of perseverance. I want to quote what several teachers have said about this fine young man. "He has an outstanding character. He works incredibly hard in all areas of his life, including school, family, friends, faith, and personal fitness. He is always positive, even in grade 9 when his family lost their home due to a fire. He never fails to stop and help someone in need. I, too, have never witnessed a more monumental shift in a student in my history of teaching."
This person and I definitely have some similarities. We both love math, and we both overuse the expression, "Okay, I like that," when solving complex problems. But personally, I prefer the path of least resistance when it comes to navigating life, like electricity. I am in awe of this student, his perseverance, drive, grit, resilience, and his growth. He is a brilliant thinker and an exemplary student. It has been an absolute privilege to be just a speck in his educational journey. Albert Einstein once said, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity," and boy, did this person embrace this during his time at HT. Sebastian. Sebastian, you remind me of a complex quantum physics problem. Solving these problems often requires a ton of very messy work, extensive calculations, complicated derivations and integrations, and pages and pages and pages and pages of work, all to arrive at a beautiful and remarkable result. That's you. This was an obvious choice for us. You are an extraordinary young man, and you display everything this award honors and more.
I'd like to call upon MP Scott Davidson to present this award on behalf of the Collier family and the staff of Holy Trinity to most deserving graduate, Sebastian D'Alessandro.
The next award, we'll ask MP Scott Davidson to stay on the stage, is for the Lieutenant Governor General's Award. This is awarded to the graduating student showing exemplary involvement in the community. The award pays tribute to one student who goes above and beyond the required 40 hours of community involvement and demonstrates outstanding achievement through a volunteer activity. MP Scott Davidson will present this award to this year's recipient, Vincent Tran. And our final award today. The Governor General's Academic Medal and Award is one of the most prestigious awards that a student in a Canadian educational institution can receive. A bronze medal is awarded to the student who achieves the highest average upon graduation from a secondary school. MP Scott Davidson will present this award and academic medal to Sebastian D'Alessandro.
All right, me again. So why is dark spelled with a K? It's because you cannot see in the dark. I'm waiting here until I hear more laughter. Okay, all right. Okay, well, now we have another really special speaker. This is our valedictorian's address. That's right. And so, when I find my notes here, oh, here they are. Somebody moved them. Okay, so up next is someone who clearly mastered the art of multitasking, balancing late-night Netflix binges with straight-A grades. Please join me in welcoming the valedictorian of class of 2025, Griffin McCauley. I know that he's prepared a speech guaranteed to inspire you or at least make you nostalgic about the days when finals seemed so far away. So, Griffin, come on up.
All right, my time to shine, I could go? Guys, this is like so crazy, like honestly, oh my. Sir, can I take off my hat? Okay, thanks. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, oh my. All right, I guess I'll begin. Good afternoon. On behalf of the graduating class of 2025, I would like to welcome all faculty, family, friends, and alumni to listen to the valedictorian speech given by me, Griffin McCauley. First, I would like to say a thank you to people who taught us that nothing were impossible, starting with family. You pushed us to be the best versions of ourselves. To our friends, thanks for providing that stimulation to the oh-so-stimulating lessons taught each day. Sorry, teachers. And of course, a big thank you to the teachers who consistently go above and beyond for us, whether it's by giving us that much-needed pep talk or by giving us that third or even fourth extension on that already due assignment. Last but not least, I'd like to give a thank you to God for guiding us on the right journey of success. And for those who have lost someone close, I'm sure they're smiling down upon you, proud of you, cheering you on through your journey of life. And now, to my fellow grads, I'm honored and humbled to be elected as this year's valedictorian. And to be honest, it's a little bit of a shock. Like, to be honest, to hold this much responsibility is crazy. Even in my own household, I'm not trusted with this much responsibility. I can't even cook eggs, like, oh my. But if you're Mr. Viveros, you know why. Completing 4 years of high school is no easy task. So congratulations to us all who never spoke out. It's crazy to think that this one shy, introverted kid can grow up to be the valedictorian of his class. Standing here today is beyond my wildest dreams, honestly. I feel like my story shows that nothing is impossible, and challenges are just meant to overcome. As a class, we've accomplished so many great things. Surviving 4 years dans la classe de français, conquering vectors, even though our grades look like blueprints to Canada's Wonderland's next ride, or simply having the confidence to ask someone to prom, or just making a new friend. Think about how far you've come. And I don't just mean mentally either. Like, some of us came in here with baby faces and are leaving like full-grown adults. Or some of us even cavemen. Cough, Adrian Artuzo. Nah, I'm just kidding, love you, kid. We went from forgetting to put our COVID masks on, getting lost in the hallways, crying because we couldn't find our classes in the washroom, and losing our homework, to applying to trades, college, university, going overseas, saving lives, working in the fast food industry, and so much more. We've made countless memories together. Senior skip day being changed 3 times, from skipping classes to nap, dance parties in the caf. We had singing competitions, a girls' back-to-back OFSA win, an incredible music department that keeps getting better and better, new clubs, tennis all-stars, and now, graduation. Let's look back on what made each year memorable, starting with grade 9. aka the awkward stage. We came in shaking with nerves, getting lost, and adjusting to the great new school uniforms. Grade 10, the year where we did things where we come to regret. Moments where we wish cheers and plates, heads stuck in chairs, and one-chip challenges and other embarrassing activities that shouldn't be mentioned. Grade 11, for many of us, the best year of our lives. We had our friend groups, we were finally driving, and every weekend felt like a new adventure. Grade 12. Grade 12 was bittersweet, where the only thing on our mind was this moment today. But we for sure made the most of it with never a dull moment, whether it was the spirit assemblies we always won, the senior sunrise, senior camping, and let's not forget, prom. There's one core memory I would like to share with you all. Throughout high school, I always wanted to jump up and touch the ceiling. Grade 9, 10, 11, pretty much all epic fails. I would practice in accounting and marketing class each day, trying to master the said sport of jumping up and touching the ceiling. Finally, I tried again in grade 12. I made it known to the class that I'm getting ready to jump up, getting hyped up by my fellow classmates, and I emptied my pocket with my keys, my wallet, celery sticks, you know, the basic stuff. I squatted down, pushed with all my might, and I did it. I touched the ceiling. I did it! The whole class erupted like a Tavares Game 6 winning goal, for those who know. You might wonder why I might be sharing this silly little story, but to me, I feel like it can be seen as an important life lesson. Don't stop at the ceiling. Instead, reach for the stars. Always strive to be better, but don't lose sight of who you are. You never know of people's struggles behind closed doors. Learn to be happy with the person you are, the person you become, and the person you strive to be. Life doesn't come easy. You have to put in the work. Sometimes your decisions won't work out, but remember, the only possible outcome of taking risks is triumph or knowledge. When you're 80 years old, you won't care about the friend who spoke ill of you or the materialistic things that you had. But what you will remember is the relationships you created and the friends made along the way. As Mr. McCarthy once told me as I was conflicted about post-secondary programs, it doesn't matter about the money if you're dragging yourself to work every day. This taught me that in life you have to strive to be happy. Do things that make you feel accomplished. Challenge yourself. Learn new things. Run a marathon. Learn a language. Travel the world. And take your life into your own hands. You're all capable of achieving greatness, and this is only the beginning. Remember, if Griffin Macaulay, the quiet, nervous, introverted kid, can grow up to be the valedictorian of his class, anything is possible. And before I go, I'd like to say a fond farewell to this chapter, to all the joy and laughter, to sleepless nights and dreams we chased right after, to the fears we faced, the friends who stayed, we leave not empty, just newly made. Love you all!
Well done, Griffin. Thank you. And you left your speech up here. We can use it for next year. We'll see if it's any good. All right, so just a couple. We're almost there. I know you can feel it. I know you can sense it. There's a couple of things. One is some housekeeping. If you left something in the rooms that you came in, this is for you grads. If you left something in the room, everything has been moved to room number 1. We've got another grad coming in here, so we have to sort of keep that going. So if you've left something in the room, the change room, it's been moved to room number 1. Also, Lena Logan, afterwards, would you please come and collect your prize here at the table, if you could. So that's Lena. Okay, so as we conclude the significant milestone in the lives of our graduates, remember, life is kind of like high school. Sometimes confusing, often challenging, but always better with friends and the right playlist. So I'd like everyone now to join me in a raucous celebration to everyone, the graduates of 2025. You may now throw your hats in the air. Well done. Thank you, one and all. Remember, you have 6 minutes to get out of the building. We have another. No, thank you very much, everybody. And have a great, wonderful summer, and congratulations one more time.